Howdy homies, James Finnerty here, and you may be noticing that I do not have big muffs on my bench today. Yes, it's true, I don't just play with big muffs every day. I don't play with pedals every day even, but this channel's just had a lot of that lately. I do open the mail pretty much every day though, so join me in that again if you will. Alright, here we go. And in this box, we've got a package. And in this package, we have a pedal, I assume. I mean, it's kind of heavy. Maybe it's just a brake. Oh, what is that? Look at this. Well, you guys have some company here now, don't you? So, got another one of these. Look how clean it is. It's got like a different kind of texture to it. I don't know if you can see that. These are glossy. This is kind of like a matte finish. It's definitely different. It looks like all three of these have a different kind of foot switch. If I remember right, some of these did have different stickers. And I think that what I'm remembering is that there's a lower portion. There's more to this sticker, but it's been cut off on both of these. Now, we got that rule for the AC powered stuff as this is, that if you want to hear it, you got to open it up. So let's do that. Now, I've seen photos of the inside of this. I mean, I was told it was the inside of this. And it should be the same circuit as these other two. It's also a RETICON, and it's got the input and output dip switches, which makes it unique among the other like 300 circuits that they made for these. Yeah, there are the dip switches. Oh, this is not a RETICON. Interesting. Wow. Well, let's crack one of these open for a comparison then. Okay. You can see why I thought it was the same though. Looking at them side by side, they're not, but most of these MXR chorus pedals don't have these dip switches. In fact, I've never seen a non-RETICON one that did. But these, it's a bit more sparsely populated with parts. The arrangement of the trimmers is slightly different. Of course, this has a socketed Panasonic chip, and this has a larger, not socketed RETICON. We could have a quick look under the board here. There's a serial on this one, but there's none on this one. Oh, that's a precarious place for that transistor to live. All right. So I was wrong. When I saw the photos with the dip switches, I thought it was a RETICON model. And I remember looking at this chip and seeing how the printing is, you know, it's kind of shiny on top and the printing is sort of smudged off and hard to see. And that does happen to these, as you can see right here. This one's doing it right now. So I guess I saw that and was like, yep, that's it. But that's cool. I have a couple different ones now, which is nice. All right, let's have a look below deck. All right, so 1981, 1981, 1981. All these two are the 7th week. This is the 21st week. So early 1981 are the dates on the pots. There's not a date here. There may be a date on that capacitor. I'm inclined to just change that capacitor while we're sitting here looking at it. Let me see. What's the value on these? 470. Maybe I should see if I have one. These are all under 100. These are over. Oh yeah, I think I have some right here. That's it. I'll need to listen to it first, though. Maybe I shouldn't do that today. I don't know. Let me consider it. Fire it up and give it a listen. Run out of places to put things. Okay, let us. It's grounded. Everything looks to be okay on the AC side. I'll tighten that ground. Now, these connectors do let you plug them in offset by a pin, so you gotta be careful that you're putting the right one, that it's lined up correctly. Okay, there we go. Yeah, let me just give that ground a nice tightening. Anybody watch that Big Muff Triangle Nightmare video that I did recently? That was last night. The finishing it up one, where it actually got the parts put back together correctly, and I put it back in order and finished it. That was a slow process. I'm going to put the back on. These switches are correct for guitar level. That's not to say that you can't change them. If you change the input to guitar level and the output to line level, then you get the most gain out of it. If you change the input to line level and the output to guitar level, you get the least gain out of it. So right now they're both set to guitar level. Now that's not the only thing that changes. It's not just gain. You're also changing the loading and the voicing of it a little bit. So even if you account for the gain differences, they will also sound different. for now, they're all just set to guitar level for the sake of uniformity. All right, we're gonna plug the 78 Princeton reverb in over here, give it the full volts, and we'll take this up on the Variac. I'm gonna connect it to the amp though, because if there's any wild, crazy sounds happening, I'd like to know about it. Okay, coming up, 35 volts. I hear it coming on. 60 volts, 79, 80, still drawing no current at all. 90 volts, 99, 113, 116. Okay, so just keep it there about 115 volts. Let's give it a listen. Closest to the plug. Honestly, I think these other two sound very similar to each other if I remember right, so not too worried about which one we use. And I will do a comparison of all three eventually, but not today. Sounds pretty good to me. Let's go back to the other one more time. Oh, it's noisier. I think I prefer the top one. Interestingly enough, this one sounds maybe a little fat. Maybe it does sound a little bit fatter, but this one sounds a little bit, I don't know, smoother? I couldn't even put my finger on it. It's just a gut reaction. I'm not going to do any kind of critical comparison right now, because there's this guy too. We'll work them all in eventually. All right, well, there's that for you. Quick little demo of the courses. I'm just kidding. I'll plug this one in. I'm not gonna just cheat everyone out of their enjoyment or something. Come on, guys. What kind of monster do you think I am? Put this out here in front of you and not play it? I mean, really. We don't do that. We don't even do that with the small clone. We're definitely not doing it with this. There we go. Now you've heard them all. Okay, enjoy. We'll do something more with New Guy a little bit later, and then probably a better comparison with the switcher as well. One of these will find its way into the vintage classic chorus Shootout. The other two will, well, we don't know. One of them will find their way into that. One of them will find its way into my collection, my personal collection, I believe. And I don't know if it'll be the same one or not. But then at the end of the day, the other two are going to go up on the chopping block. So they'll be on their way out. But we don't know which ones. Any combination of anything could happen so far.